What is up, fellow travelers? Ducky O'Brien here, and today I'll be showing you guys how to farm nanites by making food. That's right, you're gonna farm nanites by making food. Now I'm going to be using a production line designed by the Bosk0001. This guy is probably one of the best production line designers I have ever seen in my entire life. This guy is a genius. Please go and check him out on Twitch. He streams No Man's Sky, usually around midnight Central, US Central Time, maybe other times randomly. Go check his channel out. I'm gonna drop his Twitch handle in the description below. So full credit to Bosk. This is his build. I just created my own version of it. Just the layout is different, that's all. But anyways, what we're gonna do is we're going to be making Herb Encrusted Flesh. Each stack of 50 will take roughly 5 to 6 minutes to turn into Space Gordon Ramsey, and each stack of 50 will give you roughly 4,000 to 5,000 nanites. That is a reasonable rate. And now the reason why I like this method is that it is self-sustainable. So the only thing that you really need is a handful of starter materials, and then it's self-sufficient. You need to input oxygen. You can use oxygen harvesters, but they seem to be broken at the moment. Alright, so you can build a lot of these. To get oxygen, you can make a condensed carbon expander, which is just condensed carbon plus oxygen. But let's go over it. I'm gonna go over how to build more than 3 medium refiners, because that's a dumb limit. We're gonna use glitch building. The first step is to combine Faecium and oxygen together to create more Faecium. So basically, if you look at the ratios, you're expanding Faecium at a rate of 1 to 3. So you're getting 3 times the amount. Well, here is the next step. You're going to turn Faecium into Mordite. Now you're going to split that Mordite stack in half, by the way. Alright, let's keep that in mind here. The next one is the sodium nitrate expander. So we're going to put sodium nitrate, combine it with oxygen, and then we're gonna get double the sodium nitrate. Just remember that you want to split the sodium nitrate into 2 stacks, one to use later and one to feed back into the expander so that you have an unlimited supply of sodium nitrate. You're just using up oxygen. Okay, next step, we're gonna combine the Mordite and sodium nitrate to make Marrow bulb, which we're gonna turn into Marrow flesh later. And this is just an empty one. You can put condensed carbon and oxygen here if you want. Alright, so this is how it works. So you grab the materials, make sure that you split it into 2 stacks, one to use later and one to feed back. Like if you expand Faecium, you know, you want to put Faecium back in so you get more. So we got nutrient processors here. We're going to take the Mordite and we're going to turn it into meat flakes. And we got 2 of these, alright? It's important to have 2. And then we have here, we're gonna turn those meat flakes into meat chunks. We got 2 of them again, meat flakes into meat chunks. And then finally, we're gonna combine the 2 meat chunks into mystery meat stew. And then you're gonna go down this way, you're gonna put the marrow bulb in here, and then you're gonna make marrow flesh. You don't need to expand these resources a lot because you're going to get a lot of them, and it doesn't take a lot. It's 1 to 1, so it's 50 marrow bulb for 50 marrow flesh. And you can take the marrow flesh and turn it into steamed vegetables. Again, 2 of them. Oh, sometimes I can't click on the nutrient processor. I don't know why that bug happens, but it's a little bit annoying. There you go. Again, marrow flesh into steamed vegetables, and then we're gonna combine the 2 steamed vegetables into Flavorsome sauce. They're gonna say flavorful. Flavor. And then you're gonna combine the mystery meat stew and the Flavorsome sauce into Herb Encrusted Flesh. You're gonna get a stack of 50. So by the time, so you expand these resources, right? And then when you make a full rotation, alright, these should be done and these should be done. So Bosk timed it perfectly so that it's pretty close to 1 to 1 in terms of input to output. It's not quite there yet, but he's so smart because if you go through this full cycle, everything's done. That's why he made it this way. Anyways, so you take that to Space Gordon Ramsey on the anomaly, you turn it in, and that's it. Those are your nanites. Now it's pretty tedious to turn it in one at a time. Like if you have a stack of 50, you have to turn it in literally one at a time. It's not that bothersome considering that it's just a pain to farm nanites to begin with. It's either time consuming, it costs money, etc. Alright, now on to the part where you can make more than one refiner, more than 3 refiners, sorry. This is the easiest method that I've seen, simplest I should say. I haven't tried wire glitching yet. You can install a mod if you're playing on PC. But here we go, so basically just go to an item that is next to the one that you want to build. Make sure you have the resources for it, so 1 metal plating, ionized cobalt, and phosphorus for the hazard protection unit. And what you're going to do is you're going to place the item and then mouse over to the next one at the same time. As you see here, I built a medium refiner. Now if you mess up, this is hard for me to do as well. We need dihydrogen. Make sure you have the resources for the medium refiner as well. Okay, otherwise it won't work. Okay, sometimes I will mess up. I'm doing fairly well. If you mess up, you will place the hazard protection unit, simply delete it, you get your resources back and try again. So if I try to place it normally, it'll say limited to 3 in the local area. And that is really dumb. But you need 4, alright, you need 4 for this to work. 5 would be great to expand condensed carbon. You just showed it off real quick. If you do this, you will never need to get resources ever again. If the oxygen harvesters work properly, then you will always have oxygen and condensed carbon. You'll never run out of everything, unless it's just easy to buy oxygen in large quantities at a space station. So this is one of my favorite refiner recipes. It expands condensed carbon at a rate of 1 to 6, and I believe oxygen is 2 to 6. So it's pretty efficient. Look at this. 6 times the condensed carbon. Alright, that's it. Hopefully it helps you guys out. Okay, once again, huge shout out to Bosk. He is a goddamn genius, guys. Feel free to check him out. The things he's doing is crazy in the game. One of the best production line designers I've ever seen, period. I don't care which content creator you watch, none of them can hold a handle to Bosk. Alright, when he goes ham on a production line, ain't no one gonna touch him. Alright, this is one of his like smaller builds too, alright? You should see a stasis line production line, a stasis device production line, it's insane. Anyways, a short rant on the 3 refiner limit. This is before that update happened. Look at how many refiners I have here, and the game ran fine. I was building my own version of a self-sustainable stasis device production line, modeled after what Bosk was doing. And you know what? This is not enough refiners for what I was trying to do. I needed more, believe it or not. So yeah, now limiting people to 3 is just plain nonsensical. But hopefully that helps. The glitch building and this nanite food farm, it's just a little tedious to turn in, but you know, it's worth doing because it's 3 nanites. Alright, that's gonna be it. Hopefully it helps you guys out. Thank you so much for dropping by and watching. If you have any questions, comments, things you'd like to see or for me to cover, please feel free to leave a comment down below. And as always, hope you guys are staying safe and staying out there. And I'll catch you guys next time. Check out Bosk.